If you've recently lost a loved one, navigating the probate process can feel overwhelming. What happens to their home, their assets? How long is it going to take? And most importantly, how can you avoid costly mistakes? Probate in California can be long, confusing, and expensive, but if you don't know what you're doing, don't worry. I'm here to walk you through the exact steps that you need to take to handle the probate effectively and avoid unnecessary stress. And by the end of this video, you're going to have a clear roadmap for handling the probate correctly, plus expert tips that could save you thousands of dollars and months of delays. So let's dive in. Hello, I'm Spade with Keller Realty right here in San Diego. Now, if you're dealing with a probate or thinking about selling a home in probate, or just want expert guidance on real estate here in California, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. I post weekly videos to help people just like you navigate these complex situations. Now, my contact information is in the description below, where you can call me, email me, text me, or book a one-on-one consultation. So what exactly is probate, and how do you even know if you have to go through it? Well, probate is the court-supervised process by distributing a deceased person's estate, and that includes their home, money, and other assets. If they had a will, the probate ensures their wishes are followed, and if they didn't have a will, the court determines who gets what. But here's the catch. Probate here in California can take anywhere from 9 to 18 months, and the cost can be anywhere from 4 to 7% of the estate's total value in legal and court fees. And if mistakes are made, it can drag on even longer. So let's go through the process step by step so you know exactly what to expect. Step 1, determine if a probate is required. Not all estates need a probate. If the deceased had a living trust, their assets are going to pass directly to beneficiaries and you can skip probate entirely. However, probate is typically required in California if the estate's total value exceeds $184,500. Now, if it's below that amount, you might qualify for a simplified probate process, which can take much less time. Now, one common misconception is that having a will alone avoids probate. Well, it doesn't. A will simply tells the court how the assets should be distributed, but the court still has to oversee the process. Step 2, you have to file the petition and notify heirs. Now, if probate is required, the first legal step is filing the petition for probate with the Superior Court in the county where the deceased live. The court will then appoint an executor if there's a will, or an administrator if there was no will. The person is responsible for managing the estate. Now, if multiple family members want to be the executor, the court will decide who is best suited for the job. Now, after the petition is filed, heirs and creditors must be notified. The executor is also required to publish legal notices in the newspaper to alert any unknown creditors. Now, this step usually takes anywhere from 6 to 8 weeks, but delays can happen, and if someone contests the will or if there are issues with the paperwork, it could take longer. Inventory and appraise the estate. Now, once the probate case is open, the executor must take full inventory of the deceased person's assets, including bank accounts, real estate, vehicles, investments, personal property like jewelry and artwork. Now, for real estate and high-valued assets, the executor must hire a court-appointed appraiser to determine their fair market value. Now, one of the biggest mistakes in this step is failing to properly account for all debts and assets. If an asset is left out of the inventory, it can delay the probate significantly. Step 4, settle debts and taxes. Now, before the beneficiaries can receive their inheritance, all debts must be paid from the estate's assets. This includes mortgage payments, credit card, medical bills, property taxes, final income taxes of the deceased, and the executor must also file a final income tax return for the deceased and, if necessary, estate tax return. In California, there is no estate tax, but federal estate taxes may apply for high-value estates. Now, this process can take several months, especially if creditors dispute the debts or if tax issues arise. Now, step 5 is distributing the assets and closing out the probate. Now, once all the debts and taxes are settled, the executor petitions the court for the final approval to distribute the remaining assets. Now, this is where things can get tricky, especially if family members disagree on how the assets should be divided. If disputes arise, mediation or court hearings may be required, which can extend the probate by months. Now, once everything is settled, the assets are transferred to the beneficiaries and the court officially closes the probate case. Now, before we wrap up, let's go over several common probate mistakes and how you can avoid them. Number 1, filing the petition incorrectly. Missing paperwork or errors can delay probate for months. Your attorney can help you with this. Number 2, failing to notify creditors properly. If a creditor isn't notified, they can make legal claims later. Number 3, mismanaging real estate sales. If the home is part of the estate, special probate sale rules must be followed. Now, working with a probate attorney and an experienced real estate agent can help you avoid these issues and actually speed up this process a little bit. Keep in mind, in a probate, the attorney is paid on the gross value of the estate. So for example, if the estate is worth $1 million, but there's a mortgage payment for $800,000, the attorney is paid on a percentage of that $1 million. This is why having a trust is so important. Now, if you found this video helpful, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more real estate insights. I post weekly videos covering all this kind of stuff, downsizing, real estate, and investing. Now, if you're currently going through a probate and need help with selling an inherited home, let's talk. I've helped families just like yours through this process, and I'd love to help you too. My contact information is in the description below, so just call, text, email me, or book a consultation. If you have any questions about probate, drop them in the comments below. I answer every single one by myself. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.